Okay, today I'm going to discuss the topic logging plan and execution. And for this, we have to have some decisions regarding various activities. Those are to be uh, uh, in come into action in time. Okay. So first of all, we have to discuss what is planning and which is that it includes or it is having various decisions. Those are directly related with future activities. Those would be conducted during logging operations, and it leads to the program of action that may vary in nature as per different areas, as per different organizations or different uh, localities, and their extent. What will be the work or what will be the planning schedule? That will depend on the length of plan and the size of area concerned. Okay. Different forest activities, requirement and necessity of labors, machines, and routes for transportation. These all affect the decisions or the plan during this planning phase. Okay. Then we have next move that is uh, towards the actual working on this planning, and to achieve the highly efficient logging plan that is only possible with careful preparations to be carried out in very good time. Very good time means that must be conducted or planned 1 year or 1.5 year in advance. Okay. The following preparatory activities should be included during the logging planning process, right? Outline planning of logging operation tracts, and and logging operations tract includes logging roads, main haul roads, and these haul roads are also known by extension roads or boundary roads. Okay, just to extract the material from extension or from boundaries of that forest or that felling area, and further the landings also. Okay, landing means where the trees are landed after filling. Okay, and it encompasses various criterions or various steps also. The very first one is the careful surveying and marking the boundaries of tract that depends upon logging method and or the period of operation also. Okay. Then further the careful surveying and marking of the road line locations of main road for logging. The next one, the careful surveying and marking of landing sites also, and marking on the outline plan should be consistent. For example, for these things like logging operation tract boundaries, one mark paint on trees or sticks therein, and for logging operation unit boundaries, one mark paint on the trees or sticks. Okay. For road lines, two paint marks on trees or sticks placed in the approximate center of the road line, right? Then landing sites, the marking of boundaries and driving routes for vehicles or loads. These are the way to make the marking of boundaries or marking of these road lines. Okay. Then what are the basic aids for efficient outline planning? These all are the important criterion to be mentioned in a plan, or it includes the terrain information, whether it is plain, whether it is undulating, whether it is rugged. Okay. So these are the terrain information. Those are relevant for logging operations such as swamps, creeks, ravines, rough grounds, and these should be included in the plan also, clearly included in the plan. Then it should again have the information regarding north south direction and scale, that should be marked on the map. Okay. For surveying work, compass, clinometer, and measuring tape should be used and these should be kept insured with the crew persons. Okay, during the outline planning, the sketch map should be supplemented with relevant terrain informations as mentioned earlier also. Boundaries and roads should be drawn in, and the major direction for terrain transport indicated. Critical logging obstacles are to be also marked in this map also. Okay, where the uh, obstacles are present for during that dragging or skidding of the logs or extraction of material from other places within that conversion site also. Okay, so these all should be marked clearly in the map. For compiling of an outline plan, a forest ranger with a crew of 2 or 3 persons and helpers should be responsible. These are enough to prepare a outline plan. Okay, then we have survey and design for logging operations, roads, allow roads and landings. Okay, how the surveying work is done and on which scale also. Okay, it includes preparatory activities for construction of simpler logging roads, for example main roads and main haul roads. Okay, these main haul roads are also known by extension or boundary roads as mentioned earlier also. Okay, there are two methods those are used for surveying of the roads, and one method is for larger road in the gentle terrain, and the second one is for smaller roads in difficult terrain. Okay, for smaller roads and gentle terrain, a fast compass map method will normally be adequate, and this method includes extensive surveying of the road alignment in the terrain by the use of 1:10,000 scale topographic map and compass. Okay, measuring and marking of the length of different construction activities also required excavation, filling, rock blasting, turnout of the material, etc. Okay, these are the basic work during construction of road in plain or uh, gentle areas. Okay, then we have drawing of the road alignment on the scale of 1:10,000 map road profile. For on the other hand, for the larger logging roads, earth moving may required with accurate road designing, and the basic concept of clinometer method is to compile the adequate planning and design, and it includes the drawing of road alignment, length section profile and road center line, and cross section profile in the places, or places means sections of this road having extensive excavation works. Okay, then we have different schedules for logging areas or units, when or where to be the work to be done or efficiently. Okay, appropriate schedule for logging operation is a required or prerequisite for efficient resource utilization and wood flow control. Okay, in the around the conversion site, this plan should be compiled with time horizon of about 3 months, with the provision of monthly revision and rolling forward also. Okay, if we would like to revise, if we would like to skip some steps, okay, then it need around 3 months. Okay, the basic schedule for logging operations are like this: the logging tract schedule, wood flow to roadside schedule, and then logging resource schedule. These three schedules are there, and should be worked out accordingly. Okay, this planning should be an important instrument for foresters and supervisors of work, to enable them to balance the resource and to foresee the possible bottlenecks. Okay, if there are some problems in future, then one can observe, or one can see it in time also. Okay, then there is detailed planning of logging tracts, uh, or these are related closely to design and the system, logging system. Okay, some guidelines some guidelines for detailed planning should be compiled separately for each logging system, okay, logging operation system. And there are some general guidelines for detailed planning, and these are here, as the detailed planning should be based upon outline sketch map, and that is on the scale of 1 is to 15,000 or 1 is to 10,000 scale, okay. The exact location of strips or paths, the roads and the larger skidding tracks on this sketch map should always be drawn, okay. All the things should be mentioned herein. Other factors, those must be included, are desirable felling direction, division of logging area or unit into the cutters strip, okay. Cutters means those are the workers responsible for felling of the tree, and they make their own way to have one tree, then after second tree, then after third one, okay. Thus detailed planning sketch is a basic and valuable aid for supervisor in terms of information and the instructions, as well as the final follow up and quality control of the operation, and that is the only way to have quality in the work. If we are following all the schedules or all the plan well mapped on the paper, okay. There are some deadlines for planning and preparation of work for various logging operations, and these are here to make or to ensure the adequate start of operation. The proper planning and preparation should be done in good time, and that good time would be like 1 month or 1 year or 1.5 year also, okay. That will depend upon different localities or areas. The basic recommendations are summarized herein, as the number one phase, that is outline planning, and it should be done minimum 12 months before actual operations, okay. Then second, we have survey and stocking of logging routes and landings, and it should be done after monsoon, minimum 3 months before the actual operations, okay. Then at third phase, we have scheduling of logging areas or units, and it could be have the total time horizon of 2 to 3 months, and with the updating once a month also, okay. And then we have detailed planning, and it would need minimum 1 or 2 months before planning, okay. So these are the schedules or timings for different activities, and hope this would sufficient to understand the topic, planning, logging planning and execution. Thank you.